Interesting dog breed facts about the miniature fox terrier. There are many things that people don't know about the miniature fox terriers. If you look around, there are lots of misconceptions and myths surrounding this breed. These can be confusing and misleading. So let us clear up some of those confusion. It has been said that they were created when a fox was taken away from its mother too early. This resulted in a litter with a very small size. It is also believed that it comes from a cross between the fox, wolf, and jackal. They usually weigh less than 10 pounds. Some other interesting aspects of the miniature fox terriers include their coats. Their coats come in black and tan. Also, you can find them in colors such as red, white, blue, chocolate, gold, fawn, or apricot. In addition, you will find miniature fox terriers with different eye shapes. The most common color for this type of dog is black. However, you can see these dogs with brown eyes. Introduction to the miniature fox terrier. This is a guide that will teach you everything you need to know about the miniature fox terrier. If you want to learn more, just keep watching. First off, let's talk about this dog breed's name. This type of dog was originally known as the miniature schnauzer, but it wasn't until 1978 that the American Kennel Club officially named it. As far as its appearance goes, you can expect to find a small, short-legged dog with brown eyes and a black mask. If you're looking for a pet, then you should definitely consider getting a miniature fox terrier. However, before you do so, make sure that you have the time to care for one. You'll also need enough space to house it. A large yard is ideal, since you won't be able to exercise your new puppy in any other way. The best thing about these dogs is that they are very friendly and easygoing. They don't require much training, which makes them great for beginners. The most important rule when it comes to caring for this particular breed of dog is to never allow him to roam free outside. He needs lots of attention, which means that you'll need to spend a lot of time playing with him. The miniature fox terrier's history. When you're looking to buy a puppy, you should always consider the size. Puppies grow fast, so you need to make sure that your new pet is small enough to handle. If you want to know more, check out the links in the description. If you have never owned a dog before, you might be wondering why you would ever want to get one of these little creatures. There are many reasons to own a miniature fox terrier. First, you'll enjoy their playful nature and friendly personality. You can also take them on walks, and they will love to go for car rides. You can even teach your miniature fox terriers tricks like sit, stay, and roll over. This means that you can use your dogs to help you with things around the house. For example, you could train your puppy to fetch a ball. Another benefit of owning a miniature fox terrier is that it will require very little maintenance. In fact, you don't need to spend any money at all. All you really need to do is feed, water, clean up after, and walk the dog. If you're interested in getting your hands on a cute, fun-loving, miniature fox terrier, then you should definitely check out this website. Here, you will find everything that you need to know about these adorable pets. The miniature fox terrier's appearance. If you're looking for a dog that's small enough to fit in your pocket, then you might want to consider getting one of these adorable little dogs. Here's why. There is no doubt that this breed of dog is incredibly cute. However, it also comes with its own set of challenges. For example, the size of this particular dog makes it difficult to take care of. This means that you'll have to make sure that you keep an eye on them at all times. You should never leave the house without first making sure that they are safe. Another thing to watch out for is how much exercise they get. If they don't get enough physical activity, then they could become overweight. This isn't good because their health will suffer in the long run. Still, another issue that you need to be aware of is whether or not they like being around other animals. There are many breeds of dog that enjoy playing and interacting with each other. However, this can cause problems when it comes to this particular breed. In fact, some owners have reported having to give up on their pets after realizing that they were too aggressive towards other animals. The miniature fox terrier's personality. A dog can be a great companion to have. However, sometimes you may want to consider getting a different type of pet. For example, you may prefer a cat instead of a dog. Or you might like to get a fish. If you're looking to add another member to your family, then you should definitely consider getting a puppy. Puppies are adorable, and they make wonderful pets. If you're wondering how much time you need to spend with your new pup, then like the video. It takes approximately 8 weeks for a puppy to grow into an adult. This means that you'll have to give your puppy plenty of attention for at least this long. After all, you can't expect to care for a puppy while working full-time. You will also need to spend some money on food and supplies for your new addition to your household. You should budget around $60 per week so that you can provide your puppy with everything it needs. When choosing the right breed for you, keep in mind that puppies usually don't come fully grown. Instead, they will require additional training. The miniature fox terrier's health. A small dog is usually much easier to care for than a large one. This means that you can get more done around the house, while also spending less money on food. However, this doesn't mean that you should buy any old pet. You need to make sure that you're buying from an animal shelter, so that you can be certain of their health. If you want to know how to choose the right type of puppy, then subscribe. It's important to look at a few different aspects when you're choosing a puppy. First of all, you'll want to consider your lifestyle and whether or not you have enough time to spend with the new addition to the family. You will also need to ask yourself if you can provide for the dog properly. For example, you might not be able to give it the same level of attention that you would a larger breed. In fact, you could end up neglecting your other pets. Finally, you'll need to take into consideration the personality of the dog. A friendly, outgoing pup is always going to be happier than an introverted one. The miniature fox terrier's common problems. If you're thinking of getting a dog, you should know that the first thing you need to consider is whether or not it will fit into your life. If you have kids, then you'll want to make sure that they don't get jealous of your new pet. You also need to be aware of how much time you can spend with the animal. You might also want to ask yourself if you'd like to keep a puppy or an adult. Puppies are adorable, but you can expect them to grow up quickly. Adult dogs, however, are more mature and usually require less care than puppies. Another important consideration is what kind of personality your dog has. Some breeds tend to be shy, while others are outgoing and friendly. This means that you'll have to take your dog's temperament into account when choosing a breed. When you do decide on a specific type of dog, you'll still need to choose between two different options. There are toy breeds, and there are hunting breeds. Toy breeds are smaller and easier for children to handle. Hunting breeds are larger and heavier. They are better suited to being used as guard animals. Interesting facts about the miniature fox terrier. If you love dogs, you might be interested in reading this article. This is an interesting guide that explains the life of a dog. If you want to learn more, keep watching. A small breed like the miniature fox terrier doesn't require much space. That's why many owners choose to live with them in apartments instead of houses. Because these dogs are so small, they don't need a lot of food. As such, you can feed your dog very well without worrying about how much he eats. You should also make sure that you give him plenty of exercise, because a sedentary lifestyle will lead to obesity and other health problems later in his life. These dogs have a short lifespan compared to larger breeds. So, you'll need to take care of your pet for the rest of its days. You can buy a puppy from a breeder, or you can adopt one at an animal shelter. Either way, it's important that you do the research before making the decision. Make sure that you're ready to commit to caring for this type of dog for the next few years. Where do you find the miniature fox terrier? In this article, you will learn more about the miniature fox terrier. You will also get to know where to find the miniature fox terriers. So read on to discover all that you need to know. There is no official name for the miniature fox terrier. However, many people call them mini fox terriers. This means that these dogs have the body size of a small dog, but their head looks like that of a larger breed. The most common color for the miniature fox terrier is white. If you want to find a miniature fox terrier, then you should start by looking at the local shelters and rescue groups. If you don't want to adopt one, then you can always visit the breeder. You will be able to buy your new pet from a reputable breeder. In fact, you will usually pay less for the puppy than you would for an adult. When buying your miniature fox terrier, make sure that you take into consideration its age. Puppies are much smaller than adults. The next thing that you will need to consider is whether or not it's been socialized. Some puppies are very shy, while others are outgoing. Don't forget to check out the links in the description